My name is Bila, and also very much known here at the court as Coach Mo. I'm founder of the academy that you're running here. The name of the academy is Soweto Basketball Academy, or otherwise known as Blagora Basketball Academy. So this academy started last year around this time. It's been running for a year. So yeah, it started around February at this very court. We push it to the main thing. What's happening here is that we nurture young kids with the sport of basketball, because as we have seen, I mean, everyone knows that basketball is not a big sport in South Africa, but what has happened is that since we've introduced basketball in the streets of Soweto, we've seen kids flocking here, and they're quite good in the sense that they've actually caught the sport quicker than we ever did. I'm saying I'm talking about people who've played basketball, or rather in the olden ages, and these kids are quite good, and how they've grasped the sport, it's amazing. I mean, as you can see here, you find kids from all ages, starting from the tender age of 3 years old up till even teenagers and above that. And the development we're doing here is I'd say, from my side, it's quite amazing, because like I said, I'm impressed by how the kids have really developed their skills in basketball. And also what we also do here is that we've got afternoon classes whereby we help the kids with things like homework and stuff, because mostly what happens is that when kids do extramurals, they tend to neglect their schoolwork. So what we do here is that we help with homework, assignments, etc. And also we do life skills training on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Dumelang, and I Cavendish Primary School in El Dorado Park. I'm in grade 5 and I'm 11 years old. I rata basketball because my mother used to play it, and I took that from her. And I don't want to play in streets because I'll end up doing drugs. And I would like to give a message to the kids who do drugs to say no to drugs. That's all. Thank you.
Programs, as I've mentioned, range from life skills, homework, or school-related stuff, and basketball. Those are mainly our 3 pillars, which is education, sports, and life skills training. And we host a range of, on a daily basis, with the program that I'm running under the academy, I host a range of like 40 kids, which is about 10 girls and 30 boys, and that's on a fairly good day. And on school holidays, they tend to be more kids that come through. And obviously we also have a program whereby we've got guys who are in high school, like high school, from grade 10 going upwards, and some who are finishing school. So the goal is also to get them scholarships too, so that once which are sports related scholarships, so that once they're done with high school, they can easily move on to tertiary without any hassles. These guys are not quick as so that's how you're going to defeat them. You need you guys to be quick. Once you make a mistake that side, you can rush back to defense. I'll keep the defense, your hands out. So she's new, it's your responsibility to We're going girls in 3. 1, 2, 3. Go! Generally, we don't have any donors or sponsors, but I could say we've got people who, like certain people, but it's less than a handful of people who help us when we need balls. Sometimes they help when we've got events, and they help with catering, those kind of stuff. But just generally, we haven't found a sponsor, though we are looking for sponsors, or rather people who will support us with, most especially not financially, but generally with materials that we need to make sure that the whole academy is well functioning. So that's just one of the small things that we're lacking with, because we also need some equipment for school stuff. The kids here, some need shoes, etc. But just generally, we haven't yet been blessed with such yet. But I think in the next couple of months, we're hoping that someone or somewhere will help out with that. The main vision or what we set out to achieve here is that we want to give kids from our neighborhood a chance to find themselves playing in big leagues, not just in South Africa but rather around the world. It's a fact that there hasn't been a true born South African playing in a league like the NBA, which is a very much big league, and unfortunately the reason why that has happened is because basketball has yet to rise in South Africa, and secondly the development of basketball players in South Africa hasn't been where it should be. Hence we are surpassed by other African countries who are able to get their players that side, not just in the NBA but there's the EuroLeague too. So the main goal is to get our kids to play in those leagues, but also on a very short-term basis, like I had mentioned earlier before, we need to get them to varsities, and obviously it's easier for sports people or sportsmen and sportswomen to get into varsities through bursaries if they're good. So that's what we're aiming for, that's what we're pushing for.